Hello, my crafty friends. This is Claudine from Crafting with Claudine. In the first installment of November's Stamp Focus of the Month, I created this beautiful stamped one-sheet wonder. As you can see, I've already cut it down because I did a class earlier this morning, and I cut off a 2¼ inch strip. So today, I thought I would use this one-sheet wonder to create a scrapbook page. So as a refresher, the stamp focus of the month is Eden's Garden, and the colors that we are using are Pumpkin Pie, So Saffron, Shaded Spruce, Night of Navy, and Soft Suede. So to begin with, I think I'm going to take the remainder of the sheet that is now 6½. So I must have cut off 2 inches on the other one. This is 6½ inches. And I'm going to use the soft suede to just kind of add a little bit of a patina around the edges. And I am trying to go so that it gets a bit of darkness to it. So I'm not doing the usual start off over here and rub it off. I'm inking it and applying it directly to that edge and rubbing it in about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, depending on my strokes. And I'm going to do that all the way around. I hope you all are doing well. I've enjoyed working with the stamp quite a bit. I've done the stamped one-sheet wonder, and then that was the first installment. The second installment was the fun fold, and now we're working on a scrapbook page. Most of my members in my Crafting with Claudine Paper, Stamps, and Inks on Facebook, it is a Facebook group, most of them are scrapbookers and are fairly new to stamping. So that is where the idea of having one stamp set to focus on for the month came from, because in one of my classes, someone's like, oh, I've had this stamp for years and I never knew what to do with it. And so I thought, geez, wouldn't it be nice if people knew that they could get a stamp set and have several ideas on how it could be used. So that's where the idea of a stamp focus of the month came from. So I have my 12 by 12 paper, and yeah, I like how that sets it off from the paper here. And I think what I want to do is now cut some photo mats. I tend to scrap 4x6 pictures, so I'm going to cut this at 6¼ and then cut this in half at 4¼ . And then this one, make it 4¼ by 6¼ . So that way we end up with 3 photo mats and a couple of scraps. So now that I have my mats cut out, I wanted to play with the arrangement of the pictures, and I think this is going to work. So we'll have a little bit of overlap here, a little bit of motion going on with the different angles, and then this one down here, I'm just going to have it overlap a tiny bit, and then this gives us a place to put a journaling block or a title. All right. So let's get this set down. I know there's a lot of people that do pages with just one picture, I like to try and get at least 3 pictures on a page, and sometimes more, depending on what's going on. Like if I have a very special occasion that I just want to do one picture for and add some journaling and embellishments and make it really special, I'll do that. But in general, I like to get more pictures on my pages. All right, so this one was kitty corner up here. And we'll do another one that kind of overlaps it just a little bit. Do like so. Okay, and now let's add some ribbon to that. So I've been looking at this Stampin' Up! Ribbon, and I think it will add a nice detail to this. So I don't know if you know this, but when you have ribbon, it has a way that it wants to go. So if you look at this one here, it's not really curling. But if I turn it here, you can see it has a natural bend to it. So you want to work with that bend. And so I'm holding it so that it's just falling off in the curve. And then I'm going to take that and wrap it around my finger and push it through the little loop to make a knot. And you'll notice that I'm holding that together so that it stays flat, because I like a flat top to my knots. I think yep. And I'll just snip this off at an angle. And a little bit of an angle here. And I'm going to let that kind of dangle over the picture a little bit. So let me use a little bit of a glue dot. There we go. Give this just a little snip. I just kind of wanted it to overhang a tiny bit. Then let's see, do I want to add some gems to that? This ribbon has a bit of gold in it, so I think I want to use the Flowers adhesive backed trinkets. Pull some of that gold into the pages. This is our one-page scrapbook page. We've got our stamped one-sheet wonder. We have room for 3 pictures. We've got a little bit of ribbon, a little bit of bling with these adhesive backed flowers down here and up here. If you are so brave, you can journal right on the page. If you are less brave, then you can cut up a piece of coordinating cardstock and mat it with a light colored paper so that you can journal on that. Hope you enjoyed this scrapbook page. It was a lot of fun to make, and I will see you on episode 4 of the November Stamp Focus of the Month. Thank you.